Okay, start streaming and then start Rumble. And theoretically, that makes us live.
Yes. Welcome, everybody. All the VOD squatters. Welcome to the live stream. Reaper,
Yes.
Book 1, still funding, 63%. Go check it out if you haven't already.
Yeah. So, if you don't know, Reaper is the comic my lovely girlfriend has a passion to make into a series. This is her, thing. Her big thing, if you will.
I make comics, no biggie. And if you like the comics and dark fantasy and you'd be willing to give a new series a shot, check out Book 1.
Yeah, and I totally put the link in the description.
Sick.
I didn't, but I pasted it into chat, so it's fine. Okay, so.
Alrighty then. So we're playing more Geneforge.
Yes. I believe if I click, it will appear.
Oh.
Possibly if I click away, it'll stop appearing, but...
Alright,
anyway.
it appeared.
It did?
It did.
Wee. Okay, so load game. I think the Thorny Woods, not to be confused with the other type of woods. I didn't say it, you did.
The less thorny.
Yes, the less thorny woods. Certainly I would not imply that there's a horny woods out there.
Get your head out of the gutter.
Yeah, you disgusting... Yeah. So, I don't know what I did... I guess I did this horribly out of order. See, I'm getting too experienced for killing these guys, making this just, a catastrophic waste of my time. But I wanted to increase my mechanics so I could disarm these landmines. They don't give you experience anymore, so I kind of think I don't give a shit about putting points into mechanics. I might respec. I'll keep the point in battle shaping that lets me make the suicide thoughts, because, let's be real, I did need that. I did need that to kill those battle alphas. So that's fair. I'll keep that. But I think I will respec and take this out of mechanics. I just don't need the point now, so I guess I'll just live with it.
Hey, Marshalt, welcome to chat. He's asking Cockatrice?
Cockatrice, yes. So, I killed the Cockatrice off stream, and I don't know if you guys want me to, load and then go do that, but, it was not hard. The battle alphas are crazy difficult, but, I think the challenge of the fight is that he can summon those other guys, but going in, using suicide thoughts to kill all of the battle alphas, and then fighting the Cockatrice alone made the Cockatrice... The real fight was killing the battle alphas while the Cockatrice tries to kill me. So you guys saw the real boss fight. The Cockatrice himself, not that strong. He kept on doing stuff like screeching for help and trying to mesmerize me, and it never worked, so I don't know what it was supposed to do. He was like, ooh, his rainbow feathers are hypnotic, and it's like, okay.
Ooh.
Well. Also, something I thought of after stream for this guy. See, I've been talking about this a lot, but it's such a huge change to the mechanics that it really is that big of a thing. But their level is no longer affected. The level of your creations is no longer affected by actual experience they receive. It's all based on your stats now. So your creatures are expendable. You're not losing out on experience that you invested in your creatures, and you're also seemingly not... Well, I guess we'll find out. I can't absorb creations during combat. We're in combat? Oh. Alright. Let's absorb this guy. And if we get more than 2 experience, I'll scream. But I don't think we will. Because it used to be you'd split experience between all your creations, and, if a creation died later, or you wanted to swap them out for a different creation, it was this huge tragedy. Because you're missing out on this finite resource of experience, because they don't have So these create a creature. So it's not like these don't. It used to be I would save, I would trigger these landmines, which used to be green, very annoying. Why is it now blue? And then they would summon a creature, and then I'd kill the creature, and then I'd see if it was more experience to kill the creature or disarm the mine. And I would check that for like every mine because, I'm a lunatic.
Mm-hmm. This sounds about right.
But, let's see. Yeah, so I don't have the mechanics to disarm it, so I just blow myself up and then heal myself. Much more efficient. But yeah, I was getting 2 experience for those guys. I'm pretty sure they've changed that as well. I just have to find a naturally occurring creature, because no longer do you gain experience for fighting the ones that the mines produce. So those are just like, oh, a rebel. Look at that. Oh, but he might already give more than 2 experience. So this isn't a good test, but I don't know, regular firebolt. What you can do about it? Man, you suck. Excuse me. Clear path to my target? I don't have a clear path to my target. Man, stupid wagon. It is kind of cool, though, that you can shoot through things now. But that you can't walk through them. I'm impressed. Probably easily impressed. So, okay, this guy definitely is going to give more than 2 experience. If he does give 2 experience, for sure a confirmation that my creatures aren't stealing my experience, but... Oh, you know what? Actually, let me... no, that's fine. Okay, yeah. 14 experience. That makes sense. Oh, Fiora. Good. I need to know if killing a Fiora gives me... Can I, like, pounce on this guy and then Fire Breath this guy? 2 experience. Okay. So my creatures... Crisis averted. I am not... not having my experience stolen by having extra creatures. That was another thing that made me super, like, anxious as a kid. I was like, oh, I shouldn't have too many creatures. But then I was like, oh, I want more. I want, like, a giant army. So... Because you'd be gaining less experience. The second game, they really buffed up Guardians. So there's 3 classes. There's Shapers, Guardians, and Agents. Agents use lots of battle magic and, like, whatever. And then Shapers use the shaping, which is making the creatures. Very confusingly, the whole faction is called the Shapers.
You're right.
So, Theoretically, the agents are supposed to be the people that are like the secret police tracking down people trying to use Shaper secrets. But, also, defeating the Cockatrice gave me 3 magic items. The Feisty Slap Glove, which I'm sure you can guess has been named by someone who backed the campaign at like $1,000. And the Helix Bracer. And Dante's Guile. So this seems to increase my mechanics skill as long as it's in my inventory. Super good item. That's like one of those old school RPG items. It's like as long as you're carrying it, you get this nice passive buff. They really don't do that anymore. There's one item in Oblivion like that actually. It's like the Scales of Pitiless Justice. Like, every time you look at any attribute, it always mentions the Scales of Pitiless Justice and how it, like, breaks the rules and how it's, like, special and whatever. But. So yeah, now you no longer get experience for disarming mines. Or killing the creature inside. So, it's a good change, TBH. Because the opportunity to get bonus experience just made me, like, a lunatic.
I can imagine.
Because I was like, I have to be optimal.
Have to get all the things.
So that's not like a ruinous amount of damage, so maybe I'll trigger a second mine before I cast the healing spell. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, let's trigger a second mine. I'm sure my clothes would be all fucked up if I had to actually, like, do this. Like, if I'm thinking about, like, running this for, like, a tabletop game, it'd be like, yeah, your armor would be all blown up, too. Clothes would be a mess, walking into chemical bombs all day. Fiora, I'll collect my 2 experience. In any case, the quest had a bunch of different rewards. Nothing that was super interesting, although it was cool. The guy who gave me the quest, the one detail I thought was very interesting was he starts crying with, like, relief. He's so happy that I killed the Cockatrice, and his tears start steaming as they go down his face. Like they're like it's like hissing. Like when his tears touch his skin, they start hissing and you know.
It's a nice detail.
Yeah. So anyway, I can make a Cockatrice now, but if I do, it will have extremely poor control. The lower the number, the better. My creatures typically have like 3, 4, or like even 0. Very poor sounds very dangerous. His powers seem interesting, but I feel like the guy who was fighting me was way stronger than all this trash. Searing Radiance. These are the passives. Flashes of energy occasionally burn all nearby foes. So is that like a random thing? It doesn't always do something?
That's what it kind of sounds like.
Sounds pretty gay. Not gonna lie. I know some people are like, yay, random chance to proc random thing. But honestly, they gave him like Chromatic Orb from D&D, and I couldn't be more disgusted. It has 19 to 55 damage. Extremely high, obviously. What kind of creature is this? Level 8. Magic shaping. I thought it was a fire creature. Interesting. Okay. But honestly, the lower my magic shaping, the easier it is for me to control it. Very stupid system that they added. When you make a creature, their level will be determined by your fire shaping, or not fire shaping, if it's a battle creature, magic, whatever. That will increase their level. The higher their level is in correspondence to yours, the harder they are to control. So if you increase your fire shaping very high, you now can't really control any of the creatures you could fire shape, which I guess in a way is kind of loreful because you want to be more powerful. I would have assumed that when they were describing having to be more powerful to control creatures, I always just assumed that meant, like, you know, powerful at doing the creatures themselves. They have 2 mines next to each other. Kind of thinking I should, like, go back and get more essence from, like, resting, but let's see. Walk over here. Oh, you guys gotta get out of here. That way I don't have to cast extra healing spells. Walk over here. Walk over here. Okay, just enough to trigger one of them at a time, because I don't know how big these are. Oh, okay, easy. Easy town. We just blow myself up twice. It feels so weird to blow myself up on mines. I would load if a mine blew up because I'm missing out on experience I could gain by disarming it. But this change makes me much less, like, anxious about playing the game, which I suppose is a good move. I wonder if thorn bushes respawn, by the way, because they used to not. You used to only be able to check them once per playthrough, like each thorn bush. But it's like, you shake the bush, some thorns fall out. Oh wow, tranquil thorns, those are expensive. So, I don't know. I think it's kind of a fun thing that you could have infinite of a resource. But, you know, much like the regenerating health bar thing, like, if you actually balance your game to have, like, health packs, like, in a good, like, distribution, then you wouldn't need infinite health.
Hey, Aura Honeydew, welcome to chat. Game fans, don't mind if I do.
Welcome, welcome. You hear angry servile voices ahead. You stop and listen. Someone says, "We have to slip out. We have to get to Kazakh." Someone else says, "The guard lives. Demil lives. We can't slip away when Demil lives." The speakers walk away. I'm surprised they haven't heard me coming, because I have blown up every single landmine with my own body. It's not like I'm sneaking up on them. Oh, maybe they're like, "Oh no, this guy's gonna, like, kick the shit out of us." And they're right. That is what I'm gonna do. I guess I could have fire breath to kill both. It's okay. Get my 0 experience. Yeah, do I... You know what? I think it's more loreful if I just rush in and confront them. I'll just do that. Oh, you're not gonna, like, confront me and be like, "Shaper, you don't know what you're doing. We just want equal rights." Or, no, sorry. These are the supremacists. They want Shapers to bow to creations. Both, I'm not gonna do. But now that I'm, like, starting to use more spells, like more variety of spells, I'm like, maybe I should daze somebody. This is a nice AoE, so this would be like a nice thing to just blast with fire. So part of me is like, maybe I should daze this guy just to, like, yeah, why not, right? Okay, he's dazed. And then you pounds the guy in the middle, so then your aura would hit everybody, I guess.
Hey, David Myers, welcome to chat. Says, "Yay, no one said anything weird when I showed up today." You showed up earlier. That's the key. We have not devolved into talking about crazy off-topic stuff yet.
Yeah, believe me, you've been fortunately absent for the weirdest shit. So I can only move 2, right? Because if haste triggers, then it'll cost 5 to attack. So I'll do it like this. I'm surprised I can't kill them with my amount of followers. Oh, I never finished my thought earlier. I never used to make Artillas because they're shitty late game, but early they're really good. So I just never used them because I was like, oh, this is like a early game crutch that'll rob me of late game experience. So I just never used them. But now that my creations level is based on not them gaining experience, I was like, well, why don't I just make one? They only cost 7 essence, and they're super good. And that's actually probably why I was able to kill the Cockatrice, because for some reason he takes like 30 damage for poison. I don't know if poison works on your maximum health or something, but it was a lot of poison damage. And I looked at his resistances. He didn't have anything in particular. He had like 60% resistance to being like dazed or something, like mental effects, and 60% to like stun, and 0% to anything else. So he shouldn't have taken more poison damage, but I'm wondering if poison damage is just better against... I wonder if it works like Scarlet Rot or something. Is this guy still dazed? He's blessed, shielded, hasted, and dazed. Wow, whoever cast that shit was very strong. Is someone named over here? Rogue Servile? Rogue Servile. Nope, you're all just dudes. Maybe someone had like a powder they just like threw at everybody. In any case, let me heal you. Also, now, the cure thing. There's, well, I can't look at it now, but oh, maybe I can. Abilities. There's like a cure. What is it called? Cure affliction. This works from all effects, including like mental. That definitely didn't used to be. It used to just be poison or acid, which makes more sense, but it makes it a much less useful ability. Ooh, mass restore. Ooh, I want that. Oh, essence shield. Yeah. And obviously mass energize, I think, is oh, this is the spell it was just cast, I guess, because it's does all the spells. Yeah, it does all the spells at once, so you don't have to keep track of it. Let me ice breath you, so then maybe we can get everybody to die at once. Nice. And ta-da. Oh, and we can even throw some fire at this guy, I guess. That breaks him out of his daze, but wow, he's so bad. That was his thorn wand. Pathetic. 4 damage. Should be embarrassed.
I'm sure his mother is very ashamed of him.
I guess he might have a mother. I think it was a female from the death noise, but yeah. I guess serviles can have mothers because they can be bred. Oh, can't move because he's quick action, right? Guy over here, rogue servile. Ezog. Well, Ezog, you're gonna get fucked up. Yeah, why not throw a daze in there? I guess I don't have range. I'll walk 7, and then I'll drop a fat daze on them.
Big fat days.
Skip turn. Can I get past anybody? No, I guess not. I'll just scooch up. We'll just cluster up for a nice AoE. I'll have this guy keep the stronger guy busy. And then, let's see. Can I, like, do this? Nice. Can I... Can I do this? I can. And then for you, I don't think you're gonna get both, but... Ooh, just barely. Nice. Hasted Blessed. Man. It's a lot of special effects. Knockback. Huh. Never seen that.
David Myers says, I see now how it devolves so quickly. We have already brought someone's mother into the discussion.
Well, so serviles are created by the Shapers. It's a empire that can make and change life. And so they made these guys to do, like, menial tasks and stuff. But since they've been abandoned for so long, they've gained independence and are, like, some of them are rebelling, some of them want equal rights, and etc. But much like my position on AI, kill them all.
Hell yeah.
Same thing with, like, the synths in fucking Fallout 4. They're like, oh, they're people. It's like, ah.
No, they're not.
Oh, wow. Bunch of money. That shit in armor might. Infinite junk bag, an amazing feature of this game. Battle pod. Oh, so interesting enough, these pods, they kind of look like gourds, right? That's because these are actually like plants that are grown. Like it's grown like a fruit by a specialist, like farmer thing, and then it's like a coconut or something, and you take off the top and then you drink out of it, and that's how they get their magic potions. And I think there's so many like very clever, interesting things they do with this setting. I find it super fascinating. This was also, I have a soft spot for it because this was my first RPG back in the day. I know I've mentioned it before, but I don't know, in case no one was there. This jar is full of old scraps of leather and grimy cloth. You poke around in it. A servile hid a rusty iron key under the mess. You take it. Cool. So this was a quest, therefore I should get some experience when I go back to the Obeyers. Oh, there's a guy. Get blasted. Oh, he's strong. No, he's just a regular one. Not like a named guy. Maybe if I had gone to the Supremacists before I fought the Rebels, they would be like, oh, why don't you help free them? But I don't know what kind of unfathomable cuck would side with the... Well, I mean, I guess I do know, but I'm not going to side with the side that's like, we must take revenge and, like, oppress our oppressors. It sounds like a terrible decision. Thorns. Okay. Put that in the infinite junk bag. For some reason, shirts have 0 value in this universe. Don't ask me why. Also, I think there's no pants. Do you guys know about the... I know I've talked about this like a bunch, but do you guys know about the whole thing with like ancient... There's shoes on the ground there. Are these valuable shoes? Can I sell these shoes? No, they have no value. In like Greco-Roman times or whatever, pants weren't a thing, and you'd have a tunic which would function as both. And your shirt would just be long enough, and you'd belt it, and then it would be like kind of like a skirt at the bottom. And men would wear this, etc. If you had your tunic too short, that's kind of gay, right?
Of course, yes.
But if it's too long, that's kind of feminine.
Oh no, because it's like a dress.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat their food. I don't know how to eat their food, but I'm gonna eat their food.
David Myers says, I watched a stream where everyone was discussing AI and how it could change horror games completely. It was mentioned they could have it listen and know where the player is looking. Yeah, I hear that they're already kind of implementing
Oh god,
AI
what the fuck is
into
that?
some horror games. It is quite horrific, obviously. Mark Schultz says, pants are one of humanity's greatest inventions. Yes, I do like pants. I'm not going for historical accuracy in my dark fantasy. Everyone has pants as they should.
No. At that time period, everyone would have pants.
I mean,
that general, like, the aesthetic you're going for, it's not out of place. But like in a Roman thing, right? People wouldn't have pants.
Sure.
There's like certain cultures that are mentioned as having pants, and like they explain what pants are. Like it's not like they wouldn't know exactly what pants are, but it's like it would be uncommon to, put pants on. Oh fuck.
Our honeydew says leggings are better. How do you feel about leggings, Adam?
Would I rather wear leggings or no pants? I think probably no pants.
I think they're attractive on girl characters.
Sure. I mean, it's just basically them having no pants.
Yeah. But more modest.
Leave it alone. What is this? Create Fiora. The level of these creations. do I want that? I don't even know if I want that. Let me quick save and then like look at this. So this is adequate control, level 6, and then when I get this, touch the canister. By the way, they changed the lore of the canisters. Canisters used to be like a small canister. A small canister that was like, you know, like a few inches in diameter and like, you know, like a few inches tall, like the I don't know, like the size of like a smartphone or something, like that general thing. And then the top was delicate glass that you could break just by touching it, and then the liquid, you'd absorb it through your skin and then you'd gain the powers. Now they've decided that there should be a spike on the top of a 4-foot tall canister that's like wider than you, and then you should suck up that much fluid in order to gain the powers by slamming your hand through a spike.
Yeah. It's just like Willy Wonka. You turn into a big blueberry.
It's fucking unhinged. Why did they change the lore like this? This is fucking disgusting. It's like some weird inflation fetish. I don't understand.
I mean, they don't visually represent it, thankfully. Yeah. But,
Alright, so it's still adequate control. It's still level 7.
Alright, our Honeydew says, okay, so Batman, what was the best era for the character, his world, and stories? Noticed with his time and writerships, he's come in many flavors. I mean, having my nostalgia, I really liked Batman the Animated Series. I feel like that universe was pretty top tier as far as Batman content. Even Batman Beyond was pretty good.
So what? Okay, so level is higher. That, I assume, is increasing the health. It's 55 health. Okay. Increasing the health, but it doesn't increase the 2, 3, 4, 1. 2, 3, 4, 1. Oh, it didn't take effect. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 1. So it just increases the health. I don't even know if this is a good thing to have. Do I want their health to go up by 6 points? Because if I want to increase their damage, that increases their level, and then it's suddenly weak control. Right? So, actually, learning more levels of Create Fiora doesn't actually help me. It kind of just hurts me because of the new system. Yeah. So, I shouldn't get this because it's not... Despite it being hidden forbidden power, it doesn't actually help me. So...
Let's see, David says, Batman has had dramatic stories and characters that had feelings. Everyone wasn't just comic relief like they do today. Yeah, there's really no in-between. It's either, like, comic relief or over-the-top sap desperately trying to be emotional or deep. Very try-hard.
Let's see what's in here. Trigger the trap. Fuck it. What we got? Got living tool. I don't have any action points left. Oh, so... Okay. Crystal. Living tool. Steel gauntlets. Not as... Well, I think better, but... Into the junk it goes.
Yes, Batman the Animated Series. It was really good. It was a really well done cartoon.
So by the way, with the Thorn batons, there's many different varieties, including those that would like do special effects. I just picked up a Tranquil baton that when you hit with it, it'll cause someone to like sleep or be dazed or something. And there's also like Venom baton is another pretty strong one. Obviously, poisons. There's acid batons. There's like, I forget what it was called, but it was like kind of yellowish green, and it was like a fuckload of damage. Is the, I believe, the technical term. And you take a ton like every turn. It was like a crazy poisoning thing.
Mm.
How do I get through here? Oh, okay. Good thing there's auto-pathing. Oh. An encounter? Oh, a servile. Think you're a bad enough dude, Mr. Servile?
Oh, and let's not forget the attempts to make new characters that just don't land for who remembers the new Harley Quinn's Punchline and Miracle Molly. I remember when they announced Punchline. I remember seeing her face all over the place. I do not remember Miracle Molly. I don't even think I've ever heard that name before.
You guys know about Paste Pot Pete? They tried to bring him back recently. Well, not recently. This is a couple years ago now, but they changed his name, and I think they're cowards. I think they should just say he's Paste Pot Pete.
What'd they change his name to?
The Trapster.
Ah.
And now he shoots a glue gun to trap you. But, I know his secret.
I know that he likes eating paste.
I tried watching, like, the first episode of some, like, Spider-Man cartoon that, like, an intensely autistic man was like, it's great. So I watched it. He was wrong.
Oh, no.
Start talking about Paste Pot Pete. Actually, no shit. That was actually Ketchup Boy. Yeah.
Oh, it's Ketchup Boy.
Ketchup Boy
it
recommended.
All comes around.
Yeah, it all comes back to it. I was like looking for something to watch, and I was like, no. He's really obsessed with Spider-Man. Maybe he knows what he's talking about, and he does not. The first episode, it was the Trapster, and then he like goes like, oh, where's your pot? Or he called him Petey or something. I was like, no fucking way, he's Paste Pot Pete. And I looked up the Trapster because I was like, who the fuck is the Trapster? And then I was like, oh yeah, this is Paste Pot Pete. He rebranded himself because he's tired of being a fucking loser.
I guess so. Oh man, I remember at one point, because I originally wanted to do animation, so it's like a job to look for new animated shows that you will enjoy, and I wanted to get into watching some Spider-Man cartoons, so I was looking at whatever the new cartoons were that were out. And there was this one, like, sort of anime-esque one on Disney. So I gave that a go. But my god, the writing. It's like the animation's like whatever, but god, the writing. It's so lazy. And I guess that's just the standard now. It's just like as lazy as possible. Like it's almost a ripoff of the first movie, but then like just worse in every way. Fantastic.
Yeah.
I guess if I really want to check out a Spider-Man series, I should just look for the super old one.
It's nice people like notice when writing is trash.
Yeah. I notice it a little bit too often, maybe.
Wow.
I just look at too much trash.
I mean, it's good that people like understand that writing is required to make something good, because like, you know, I write stuff.
You're right.
So.
Hey, Red Wolf Corp Revamped says the standard is the standard. Yeah.
We got thorn bushes over here.
And David Meyer says solo leveling translated very well to animation. I guess we still have to check out solo leveling.
Yeah, I watched like 2 seconds of it, and then I was like, oh wow, the localizers fucked it up already. So then I turned it off. Also, why did they start with the ant thing? That's not the beginning of solo leveling. They bring it up later, and they're like, yeah, this happened a really long time ago, and like we totally this is part of the lore. Everybody knows this.
Sometimes when you're adapting something, you'll change around the order of certain things.
But it's like, I don't know. I found the opening so like, it felt so incorrect. I was just like, why are they talking about this? This isn't like what goes here. To the point where I was like, is this the first episode? And I clicked off of it to figure out if it's the first episode. It was. And I don't know. It was,
Didn't do it for you.
no. But then the guy, I could be wrong, but I could fucking swear the dude, the evil dude with like the pink hair, and the off the shoulder like coat thing he's got. I forget what guild he's the leader of, but he's like the obviously sinister guy. I could fucking swear what he says is interview everyone regardless of age or rank, not age or gender. But in the anime, it was age or gender, and I was like, never mind. And I was like looking for the Japanese or Korean or whatever, but I think it's just in English, so. I don't know. I enjoyed the manhwa. I haven't finished it actually. I probably should, but it was one of those things where I read the next chapter and then nothing happened, and I was like, all right, man, I'll just I'll wait.
Yeah.
I'll wait until you're done. Like no rush.
Yeah, I've definitely heard for many, many years that solo leveling is good.
Yeah, it's okay. I think like the writer at some point was like, I want this guy to win in a death battle versus Goku, and that's like his priority. Which
Just
like
keeps on making him stronger and stronger.
to a degree that's like just like a little goofy, but
I do notice that a lot with manga writers, and I guess with like the manhwas as well, where they're like insecure about their main character, so they just compensate by making them get more and more powerful.
yeah. Yeah, they tried to make it not feel thrown in. Is what David says. He's right. That's totally what they're doing, because it was so thrown in. It was like, oh yeah, there's an ant island in which everything's fucked. Yeah, it's been taken over by ants. But they just like put it into the beginning as like, because I think they're gonna end the first season by doing Ant Island. I don't know how they're gonna do Ant Island without sounding like super super sociopaths, because the writer has a very obvious anti-Japanese bent. He
Right.
introduces like 30 Japanese characters and like pretends that they're cool, and then they're all traitors and they all die. It's like
That sounds about right. Japan and Korea don't really like each other because of like World War II.
yeah, I mean their animosity goes back to like the founding of Korea.
Yeah, well, they still demand, even today, they still demand reparations from Japan.
Yeah. I've destroyed the rebels. She looks surprised and pleased. I thank you, Shaper. Soon my Fareurs and I can return to Pentel and continue our fight against the Taker scum. Yes. I shall spread word of your good deed. Okay. Got 50 experience for that. Probably could have done this like a gazillion levels ago, but it's okay. Let's go talk to Mr. Yeah, because it totally was thrown in initially. I think the Ant arc was so fucking weak, and then I don't know. I would have, if I was adapting that shit, I would just fucking cut that out. But you know,
That's fair. David Meyer says, I did finish the manhwa. It begins to spiral at the end, but they put it back on course. I was about to talk about stuff not shown yet in the anime and spoil, but I got better. Well, we'll check out the anime soon. See how it is. And then I can finally figure out what all the hubbub is about.
You, Mikhail Blade. I've done as you asked. The rebels are destroyed. Oh, wow. Give me a steel sword. Mikhail falls to his knees and presses his head against the floor. It is an archaic sign of respect and obedience. That is weirdly Japanese. I'm not sure why this is part of their culture. Out of practice for many Out of practice for many years. Thank you, Shaper, Mikal says, his voice muffled by the floor. You have done much for us. We are unworthy. Thank you, Shaper.
Yeah.
Mikal says, his voice muffled by the floor. You have done much for us. We are unworthy of your kind, of almighty and wise creators. He stands. Yes. I will spread word of your good deeds, so all can learn of your kindness. Also, we want to pay for your help. You brought an old, polished steel sword and a pouch full of coins. I would rather the forbidden magic stuff, but if... Alright, I guess I'll put that in my junk bag. Anything else been troubling you, loyal Servile? I should not ask, after you have been so kind to us. However, we have another problem. To the east is a river, and the river is spanned by 2 bridges. We haven't been able to cross those bridges lately. Thus, we've been unable to contact one of our outposts. It is along the south coast of the island, well concealed among jagged peaks. The leader there is named... Come on, man.
Doge.
Why?
Wow.
So, like I said, the Kickstarter includes very expensive perks. So someone paid $1,000 to name a character Doge. I think.
Sounds about right.
Let's look that up. Geneforge mutagen Kickstarter. What did they pay? What did they pay to name someone? Okay, $50 to be in the credit. $75 for Scroll of Absolution. Oh. Absolving you of any of our games you may have pirated in the past. We get apology emails about this all the time. Now you can make our forgiveness official.
Oh my god.
We send you a signed, personalized document. Hey, Elemental MJ. Girlfriend. Yeah. Souvenir tier, 150. Name something. So this guy only had to pay $200 to name something. That's why it's like super expensive now. Yeah. Add a new character. Create a quest is $1,000. Okay, so this guy paid $200 to name the guard captain of an outpost Doge. It's a cheap price to get a first-class ticket straight to hell. But, anyway. Got fucking meme done. What are we gonna do? Meet with him and make sure things are alright. Why is the outpost there? The hills there have a good view of the waters to the south and the Taker lands to the northeast. They look for raiders and rogues. What if it's under attack? They may need help. Okay. New quest. Man, they're torturing the shit out of people in this room. They just have extra whips on the floor to explain that they just leave them lying around. They don't have anything to like. Okay. Now the leader guy probably should like me more now. Hey, Sketchy Drawer. What's going on?
Welcome to the chat. Yes. Can't say much about the X-Men 97 reboot since I didn't watch the original, but from the couple of clips I've seen, it's clear that no one who made it was alive in 97. That is pretty funny. And Marshall says, I saw a picture of Gambit. He's supposed to be a badass, but he's dressed like a mid-80s hair metal guy. I don't mind mid-80s hair metal guy look.
I can,
I will definitely not be watching the new X-Men.
Yeah, my official review of the new X-Men is, it's gay and retarded.
Yes.
Anyway.
They raped Wolverine in the ass until he was gay.
Anyway, so this is what Serviles look like. They have this disgusting elephant trunk. So don't feel sympathy for them. Anyway. Obey me. I don't know if you're truly following the laws of the Shaper. Bro, I just did a quest for you. Stop being a bitch. Alright, whatever. Doesn't want to give me stuff, but I bet over here is secret canisters. Oh, wait, I can go over here? Oh, but then this is like 10 million. Yeah, I need 22. Alright, suck a dick. Let's get out of here. We've learned all we need to. Let's go to the dry wastes. This is the facility where you can get Cockatrice powers. So let's get some cock. Right, boys? Yeah. Okay. Put you over here. This is like a higher level area I'm theoretically not supposed to be in. You know what? Maybe I should go get my Cockatrice first. Yeah, you know, I don't know. Picking a fight over here seems like a bad idea. Well, I know I've been in that cave before and I got fucked up. Let's make a bright pink suicide god. And this should do what we need. All right, move you over here. Move me over here rather. And can we move you over here? What's the pylon stats? 100% resistance to a fucking lot of stuff, huh? Let's move you over here, I guess. Oh man, now everybody's like super vulnerable, huh? Yeah, this is some bad maneuvering. All right, everybody.
Hey, love to draw. Says Super Nerdos.
This cave used to be used by Shapers for something, but you can't tell what. One of their artifacts remains, a tall crystal pylon. It is cracked, and the light within it flickers. Its centuries have made it unstable. Okay. Let's scooch. Oh God, scorpion. Oh boy. Well, that's the death of me, I suppose. Let's rewind. Didn't happen. Do I fight scorpions, or do I get some Cockatrice?
Gotta get some cock.
God, what a useless power. Reduces the distance that enemy creatures can see you by 1 combat space. Boo. Who gets that? Who wants to be stealthy in an isometric RPG? That sounds torture.
R says they already threatened to bring back the other shows if X-Men does well. Since Disney spoiled the MCU, they need a new host, and the MAU fits the bill. That is exactly right, but the funny part is that Disney does not have a lot of 2D animators. They had to actually run a program retraining people how to 2D animate because they they fired a lot from their department, obviously, because they were trying to do the switch to 3D, and now everybody's sick and tired of 3D. So they're like, shit, well, we can't get any of our old people back because they all started their own studios. So I guess we gotta retrain people. It's pretty funny. Hey, Quantum Weasel.
Hey.
Welcome to chat. Love to Draw says, is Cockatrice brain?
Is Cockatrice brain?
Caca once, caca twice.
If you don't know the meme there, I have a fairly eccentric aunt who was trying to tell me that oh fuck, that's a lot. That's a lot of those guys.
That's a lot of caca.
That's a lot of those guys. All right. I don't know if I'm gonna. Let's get some cock. I'm thinking about it. I'm like, nah. Let's get the Cockatrice. Cockatrice might be strong. I don't know. I probably have to absorb a lot of creatures for this. Fuck it. Let's go in here.
Absorb a lot of cock.
Let's give it a shot. Just one in there? There's no way. It's just one. Can I target anything? No. Okay. All right. Get out of the way. They're pretty close to the entrance, huh? Okay, let's be useless, right? Yeah. Okay, let's walk in there and try and use daze. Oh yeah. Anyway, she was trying to tell me about some kind of like basically a cult that believes because your heart has mirror neurons in it, that your heart is scientifically your soul.
Yeah, like it thinks it really does actually possess some sort of brain power.
Yeah, and I was like, "Are you like?" My uncle was like, "Yeah, I mean, there's something to it because literally, it is the only organ that has mirror neurons." I was like, "Are you
No,
sure?"
it's not.
I was like, what if another organ? What if your liver has mirror neurons? Like, whatever." And then after I was done talking to them, I looked it up and I was like, what would be the funniest organ to have mirror neurons? Like with the context of that theory, and my conclusion was the penis, and so
I saw that it did actually have mirror neurons.
Yeah, no, but I looked it up because I thought it would be funny if it was true, and it is true. So.
Yes. So cock is brain. Confirmed.
Because my aunt was saying like she's like Russian, so she was like heart is brain, and then I just like she didn't say this, but I just thought it would be funny if she was like cock is brain.
Cock is the brain. You think with your heart, yes. So you must also think with your cock.
Bug it. Do that. Alright. Big play. Yeah. Probably not necessary. Now that I'm like using this daze stuff, the AoEs don't feel as useful as I thought they were. But it's still fun to AoE something. So you get 2 more turns of daze, yeah. So it's like, be safe. Kill this guy first. Nice. Nice. Okay. Not a chance. Yeah, do damage. Oh, fucking shit. Dazed 1. Okay, so he'll skip 1 more turn. That's fine. Okay, and then blast him. That's a nice like damage rotation that guy has. So the AoE does like slightly more damage, so it is worth using that over the regular like the basic attack. So there is like some purpose to it. Ooh, what's that in the back there? Just drop it. I don't know if I want to. Yeah, I got enough essence for this. I don't know if I saved, but I hope I did. Yeah, there's a lot of organs that have mirror neurons. I believe your liver does too. It's mirror neurons help you to understand things socially or something, but that's not the only purpose behind them.
Right, right.
So like,
it's what helps things function without you like directly thinking about it, like your heartbeat being subconscious and whatnot.
I don't know if that's what it's exactly was. Oh, fuck. Oh, Jesus, he can attack twice. Okay. Thankfully, cure now costs less action points, so I can cure and heal myself rather than choose one, which is a big change. Miss. Fuck. That's okay. But I think your stomach has mirror neurons because I believe mirror neurons are wow.
Wow.
That's my death. Yeah. Good thing I saved. Okay. All right. I get out of this cave. No chance. No chance. Let me actually like. So my reward for killing the Cockatrice boss, by the way, was this thing, which makes picking locks passably better. This glove and this bracer. They said that if I dip it into a special pool in various places on the island, then it would upgrade the bracer. There was something similar in Geneforge 2, but not quite. Not quite like that. It was like you had to kill specific creatures. That does explain fear boners. Your heart rate jumps and your cock thinks you're about to get lucky. So, I'm not a neurologist, but that I suppose that does explain it. All right. To the land of cock. Let's like drop a fatty hard save. Okay. When you were outside a massive Shaper installation. It was buried under the shifting stands for many years, and then someone dug it out. Now, whoever lives here, they have. That's not right. Should be now whoever lives here has left a gruesome warning to intruders. Okay. Now whoever lives here, they have left a gruesome warning to intruders. Skulls on poles. Happily, the skulls were all removed from creations, not humans or serviles. Still, it is a clear message that you may not be welcome. You can see a writing on the obelisk ahead. Baron's Research. A Shaper research hall kept out in the wastes a safe distance from any town. Yeah, Baron's Research, okay. So, where there's research, there's forbidden research, right? Some drawings have been etched in the stone pillars to either side. Serviles carved them into the stone with crude tools. The drawings depict huge, strange birds. They stand upright, but they have reptilian wings and tails. You look at the feathers you found in the research warrants to the south. They depict cockatrices. The drawings depict cockatrices. Interesting. Okay. Interesting. Oh, you know what? This does extend further. I assume this is going to be like death and scorpions. Oh god, a fucking terror-vilish. How about we don't do that?
Sketchy Driller saying, "Hey Dan, thanks for doing community post to get Reaper. I kept forgetting to back it until recently." Yeah, that's why they say post every day on social media with a lot of these campaigns. Oh, I gotta get more videos out there. Because some people don't even see my community posts. They just hear about this news through my videos or my streams or some other way, you know?
Yes.
It's difficult. Yes, indeed.
It's giving you something solid in case you need a weapon. What fear boners. Okay. A long passage leads into this facility. At the far end, you see several servile guards. They are fierce Inutiles, sharpened to a fine point by years of surviving in this harsh desert. One of them shouts, "We know you. You are the Shaper. Stay out, or we slay you. You have nothing for us." Remembering the carvings behind you, you pull the cockatrice feather out of your pouch and show it to them. Its many colors shimmer in the sun, making everything else seem dull and dusty in comparison. The effect on the guards is instant. They take a step backward, clearing your way into the fortress. So previously I tried to fight these guys and they kicked the shit out of me. So, though I loathe to admit this about serviles, they were quite strong. 180, not a lot of health, but they just, the weapons they're equipped with are insane. They have like acid pods or something. And they just like, or acid crystals or something, and they just like dumped an ass load of damage on me. You emerge into the clearing in the middle of these research halls. Cliff walls rise high over your heads. I guess they assume you have creations. Cliff walls rise high over your heads to either side. This facility is sustained by a natural spring which creates a small, cool oasis. Serviles everywhere stare at you as you pass. They are not friendly. These Inutiles came here to escape intruders, and your presence alarms them. As you advance, they all find excuses to go somewhere else, as far away as possible. There are several stone structures set in the cliff walls surrounding you. The largest, the main research hall, is to the east. Another large hall is directly across to the north. Well, what are you doing over here? Like chipping off a giant crystal? I assume this is like, yeah, that's where the leader would be. Drop a quick save. This hall was once used for presentations and debate. Shapers would show their new works here, and others would examine and discuss them. Now the leader of this outpost lives here. He stands on the showing platform in the middle of the hall. He is an old servile. His hood is pulled back, letting you see his twisted features. Some work of magic has horribly disfigured him. He says in a clear, precise voice, "Come in, Shaper. You came bringing a great treasure with you. I very much want to speak with you." Brigand. Ascended Alonzo. The twisted servile waves you forward. He is an old, twisted creature. He looks like the product of clumsy, careless shaping, yet he has survived to old age. And you can sense magical power radiance coming out of him. You smell essence. He tries to bow, but he is shaking a little too hard. He gives up and makes a little shrug. "Welcome, Shaper. Your kind has returned." Though he is constantly trembling, his voice is calm and quiet. "I am Ascended Alonzo. It is good you are here, bearing your feather." "We have already met Ascended Cessina. Then you know of us. You know we are not just brigands. There is importance here. This is a place of learning, Shaper. Shaper learning. We have been waiting for you to come. You have the feather. You know of the Cockatrice. But why are you here?" I would like to learn more about the Cockatrice. "Yes, a secret, a noble task. Waiting a century to be completed. At last, help has come." His voice is still calm and soft. It sounds especially strange coming out of this warped, remade body. "I will tell you of Mind Swanwick, of the Cockatrice, the work of our lives. I will tell you of the great peril that faces us." Okay.
Nice. Alright.
How did you become so twisted? He holds up his glowing hands and looks at them. Even in the bright light of the Shaper lamp, you can see that they glow slightly. "Thank you. The story of the Ascended. I will tell you a brief version so you can understand the work started. I was born a small servile in a proper free town." Where are you from originally? "Valkyrie." So that's the Independence guys. "I was born to the awakened. Our village struggled. We had to fight off rogues, grow food. We had many duties. I was born Inutile, though. I had to leave my clan. I left it all behind." Why did you leave? "All of us who became the Ascended had the wanderlust. We were driven to wander. Perhaps our servile strain has the scout bred into us. Wherever it came from, it made us unsuited for village life. So we wandered the island. We entered the wastes. These brigands let us stay with them. In this ruin they excavated. Then we met Mind Swanwick, and the true story began." "How are you so afflicted?" "Afflicted, you mean this?" Sounds like a trembling hand. "I was given power, it ruined me. To know how, I must tell the story of Mind Swanwick." What do you want from life now? "I want to finish the bits of business." Yes, okay. So tell us about Mind Swanwick. "Yes, the true story. We live in its story now." Okay, it's a weird sense, but my band of the Nutile were staying in these ruins. The brigands here liked us, and gave us refuge. They were afraid of the Eastern Hall. We were not. We explored it, and the dormant servant mind within came back to life. The mind was Mind Swanwick? Yes, it saw us, analyzed us, correctly saw our ambition, and used us for its purpose. Why did it awaken for you? Came to life in its sense of presence. It was so weak. So it asked for food. There were canisters of mind food left then. We fed it, and it took charge. What did Mind Swanwick say to you? It said we could have power, the power of the Shapers. We could win respect and freedom for our people. All we had to do was use the tools in the research halls. A bout of uncontrollable shaking interrupts his speech. His eyes glow. The hall grows warm, then he regains control. Excuse me. Apologies. I will continue. All we had to do in return for this power, bring Mind Swanwick some information. It was left behind to finish work on a new sort of creation. And you believed it? Of course, we were young, and it was offering us all of our dreams. New sort of creation? Yes, the Cockatrice. Yeah. Has your journey into the... Okay, what happened in the research halls? I remember so little. No matter how hard I try, most of it evades me. I have images, playing with Shaper equipment, substances. I recall bodies of friends. I recall the agony of my changing, of power appearing in me that I can't control. My first true, solid memory is emerging into the sunshine, remade, tablets in my hand, the secrets of the Cockatrice.
Bones were swapped with glow sticks.
Yes. The true tale.
Hey, Zanek, welcome to chat.
Hey, what did Mind Swanwick say about the tablets? That they were incomplete. The mind was quite angry. It said that it had enough to make flawed, unstable cockatrices. Without more information... Oh, by the way, a mind is a... what's it called? They're called servant minds. They're made to be computers. They're not supposed to shape. This is, like, highly forbidden and impossible. So this is supposed to be, like, shocking. But it's not, like, something that they're emphasizing.
Right.
But without more information, it could not complete its work and direct its machinery to make the final variant. But Swanwick had no more scouts to send. So that is how things have remained, stuck in amber for years. We poor Ascended live in exile, warped and miserable, and now you are here. Ascended Alonzo holds out his shaking hands, and that is all that remains of the story. That is how I was made into what I am. What do you say to that, Shaper? You're a forbidden monstrosity. You must be destroyed.
Hell yeah. Well, I think you're a freak, and I want to kill you.
Yeah, I mean... I think I should say that. Ascended Alonzo bows his head, but the work is not yet done. The danger of Ouroboros remains. You are wise. I should not reject this beautiful gift of peace, but... His head snaps up, his eyes glow an angry red. His shaking is stopped, his voice grows deep. The need to protect my home and my clan takes control now. Don't worry, Shaper. After your death, I will do your will. Yeah, so they have... I don't know what that is, but that, like, cone attack, like, thorn wand they have is, like, super fucking strong. I'll need to be better equipped before I actually kill them. But rest assured, they will die.
Alrighty.
I've met Ascended Cessna.
Suggestion Girl are asking, by the way, you gonna do more Red Flag manga reviews? No rush, of course. Yeah, you know, it's hard to say. Maybe again in the future, but the first one didn't really do that well, and it took a while, and I figure I could probably do comic read-throughs a lot easier and have them perform roughly about the same. So, you know, maybe another one in the future. I could also just, like, do a regular review for a manga, but, you know. It's difficult. It is very difficult to get those views and it was tragic with the Angel Sanctuary. There were so many weirdos in the comment section. Really brought down my morale. But overall, I don't hate doing them, and it's fun to use the Crusader Dan fan. What would you call that? Like avatar or whatever.
Swanwick. Mind of Swanwick. Why did you awaken? What did he say to you? And you believed it. New sort of creation. Journey restructure. Okay. What did he say about the tablets? I have nothing to... How does he treat you now? It was not pleased with our work and sent us away. When we returned to it, it ignored us, pretended to be asleep. Maybe if we can send you to it, it will forgive us. I've done nothing to say. I'm going to say neutral, because I want to kill him, but not. I don't want to. Certainly don't want to increase my cuck rating on the island. Oh, I will not keep you. You should check in with Mind Swanwick, though. Perhaps you can be convinced to free us after all. How did you become so twisted? Where from originally? Okay, right. We've done this one. Another question. Mentioned a great peril. Yes, that more than anything is what chains me to life. Several serviles claimed power in the great research halls of Susi Island. We called ourselves the Ascended. The arrogance of youth. 3 of us survived to this day. Cessna to the south, me, and Ouroboros. Who is Ascended Ouroboros? She was the most warped of us in mind and body. She claimed the most power. She was locked away, but that solution will soon stop working. Soon will stop working. The danger she poses must be ended permanently. Where is she? Bunker below this outpost. Under lock and key. Oh boy. Well, if she's stronger than you, and you seem to do a shit ton of damage, I need the cock in order to do this. What danger does she pose? Obviously, that's such a stupid... I'm not asking... It's so dumb. What danger does she pose? She's been shaped by forbidden magic. Oh, I wonder what she could do. Maybe shoot fucking lasers? Must be destroyed. I will do this. Of course I'll kill them. What? Is death the only option? Shut the fuck... What a pussy. Who wrote that? Stupid. Right.
Zenex says, supposed YouTube analytics hint I heard today, if you have any old videos that are demonetized, limited, or age restricted, remove them. Like delete it or at least move to alt channel. Supposedly it actually activates the algorithm and helps a lot. I don't know. I always get like really weird advice when it comes to, oh man, a tip. We got like this leak from what works now in the YouTube algorithm. You gotta do this. And I've experimented with a couple different things that people have recommended me to do, and none of it has really worked. But I don't even know which of my videos would be age restricted. Most of mine are like fully green, and if they ever get in the red, usually I take them off completely.
I assume this is like this super duper dangerous door. As I said, to the north. But I don't know. Alright, let's talk to Mind Swanwick. There is an old bloated servant mind living in this tray. It is old and wrinkled, but its eyes are sharp and alert. It has an unusual amount of focus. It feels the urgent need to do something and wants to extract any help from you it can. It says, Shaper, you are a Shaper at last. I am Mind Swanwick. I have a mission given to me by Shapers. It is important. I must complete it. If you assist me, you will advance the cause of the Shapers. Mind Swanwick stares at you with its bloodshot eyes. It tries to smile, baring yellow, cracked teeth. Who is your creator, Mind Swanwick? It lets out a long, self-satisfied sigh. I was shaped by a team under the personal direction of the great Shaper Danette. feel like I remember that name. Well, then I was brought and installed here. Again, under her personal direction. Then I got new directions and was put to sleep for a time. Now I am back to work.
The plugging of Reaper Daily seems to help. Anybody watching on a TV probably doesn't have access to the community tab. Yes. I would start uploading daily videos too, but I just haven't been able to record any, which is an issue, of course. Actually, I don't even know if I could, even if I had time to record. I don't know if I could do daily. I think the most I've ever done on the channel is 5 videos a week, and even that is kind of pushing it now. Because Thursdays are kind of out, and Fridays and Tuesdays now I do a stream, and I also have to finish the Reaper comic, which is its own thing. Yeah, it's really tough.
You need my assistance. Okay. Yes. Before the Shapers left, Danette was using me to create a new variety of creation. It was called the Cockatrice, a small form, but charged with a density of energy beyond anything achieved before. Danette put me in hibernation and left me here to complete it. Now I am trapped in wakefulness, and I have the steps needed to make this new glorious being. I only need help from people who can walk.
Shorts count toward daily? Well, you need to take time to make a short, too. That also requires, some sort of effort. Less time, but, who's fucking got any ideas for shorts? I just record Gurgi and then lace over audio later when everybody in the house stops talking.
Okay, so he wants me to make a cockatrice. Okay, I'll be clean now. I kind of don't. What the fuck does this guy want me to do? Journal. Cockatrice research. Research core? Oh, is this another zone then? Okay, let me save before I go into some forbidden, horrible tomb. Hopefully this is not what's it called? Baron's Bunker? I don't think this is where I want to go. But let me see. Tale of the Ascended. Is that the quest to slay the... She's in the inner chambers of the desert research base. You know what? Maybe I can kill her. I don't know. You enter the Baron's Bunker. This is one of the places where Shaper research on Sushi Island took place. Dangerous research, the sort of research where any moment it might say, stop, set it all on... Someone actually, is this like a meme? The sort of research where at any moment you might say, stop, set it all on fire. It's very memey. This facility is full of double walls, protective magics, and other machinery for incinerating anything troublesome. You are a little bothered by the fact that the outer walls, the final line of defense holding anything inside dangerous, have been blasted open from the inside. Okay, what is this? Battle beta. These are the new Thorn turret model. Looks much creepier. Oh, Reaper, that's what it is. Haha.
Ha! Like my book. That's on Indiegogo.
Hold on. Reaper. Book now. Gotta.
Right now.
Yeah.
Indiegogo, back my comic.
It's Anyway, Reaper batons are a shit ton of damage in this game. It's super duper. I don't know what effect it puts on you, but it's like Doom. it does a bunch of damage when you get hit, and then it just does a gazillion damage every turn. Whenever I used them, it felt like cheating. It was like, if you land a hit with a Reaper Baton, it's like you're doing something out of your level. So if this turret shoots me, I'm sure I'm fucked. In any case, hold on. Oh, can't make creations while enemies are visible. Hang on. But we can make creations. So these guys, the Suicide Bright Pink Thods are really good against the battle alphas and battle betas. So that's for sure the key. That guy wanders. It's the same guy that was. Oh no, I saw 3 on the minimap, so there's probably more than just him. Let's like hug the outside wall and like not do anything dangerous. Yeah, that guy. We need to bait him over. Let's do one of these. Good, everybody got hit by that. Put you up front. And we'll start positioning people in like a vaguely responsible manner. Try not to be like super AoE friendly, but you know, enough. And let me scoot you up a little bit to hopefully get both. Alright. You know what, actually? Could probably use to... Oh, fuck. That's stupid. Extremely stupid. I think we ought to be back.
I can't believe you guys planned that product placement. Incredible. Aren't we the best?
I set it up earlier because I was like, oh, what the fuck is that thing called? And that is actually what it... Yeah. Because I mentioned it earlier, right? I know what they look like. They're like... Oh, boy. That's... we're not... What is this? Cryodrake? Well, I'm so tempted to try and like clear this area, but like, can I, by any chance, by any stretch of the imagination, could I somehow daze this guy? I can. Okay, and I can't move after a quick action. Yeah, so fuck. I think a shit ton of Suicide Thods is the only way I'm gonna clear all these battle betas. I do not have a lot of faith.
I gotta say, every time you say Suicide Thought, I keep on thinking you're saying Suicide Thought.
That's fine too.
Got a bunch of Twitch streamers.
I mean, this is basically what a Twitch Thought looks like when she takes her makeup off.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Thod. I love this name. I've always loved Thod as a creature name. Now we gotta back the fuck up, boys. We gotta get out of here. There's no chance this is a good idea. But Artillas are cheap, so why don't we try? Can I hit this? Oh wow, you're gonna blow up and it's not gonna be good. Can I do
32 ouncer ASMR? That was a cup, my dear. Zinex says this game seems to lack the typical tactic of camping narrow corridors. It's fucking blocked by the heart.
All fights seem to take place in relatively open spaces.
Yes,
so,
okay.
Funny you should mention that. I was just doing a fight the other day where they had the ability to fight in a narrow spot, and I was like, huh, it's funny that there isn't a lot of these, but there is a 2x2. The last fight, actually, against the Serviles, there was a 2x2 corridor, so I could block that. I just didn't need to because I was so strong compared to them.
Awesome.
Radical, dude.
Sweet. Groovy.
Fucking Trisha over here marketing Go-Gurt.
What?
Sweet, dude.
Gushers.
Alright,
Yeah.
poison. Nice.
Ugh.
Alright. We're fucked. We're fucked, boys. Alright, let's, I think this is like a siege situation. But this isn't where I'm supposed to go. This is the bunker, right? I'm curious about this Cockatrice business, right? So, well, you know what? I envy Adam and his army of dinos. Well, thank you. Okay, so let's poll the chat. What do we want to do? Do we want me to go kill the forbidden monstrosity deep in the bunker, named Ouroboros, which is a female servile with a giant elephant trunk? Or do we want to try and figure out how to make a cockatrice? Because if we're going into the research into the bunker, I want to make an ass ton of these guys and just blow them up in the battle alphas' faces, retreat out, and then get my essence back, and then go back for the cryo drakes with like normal fighting. Because genuinely, I think the volatile thods is like the way to go on that. I'm kind of curious about pyro roamers. There used to be an unstable. No, you know what it was? It used to be, if you had one skill in Fiora, you could make Fioras. If you had 2 skill in Fioras, you could make Cryoas. And then if you had another 2 skill, you had 4, there was like a third variant. But there isn't for... I don't think there ever was for Fioras or whatever, but there was for Thods, and it was like a ghost. It was like a flickering one that would radiate everything around it. It would always deal damage.
Ooh.
But it doesn't seem to exist now. So maybe it was in a later game, or maybe I'm just a lunatic. But
Why not both?
the volatile ones I remember, and I remember thinking these would be so useful in like a war or a siege or something, just sending in like acid-blooded, like exploding guys. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess a 1 in chat if you want me to go into the research bunker, and a 2 if you want me to make a Cockatrice. What are they talking about?
Vote now.
Yeah.
Cockatrice doesn't look too bad in the art.
Yeah, it's new. It's a new creature.
Right. Yeah.
Got one.
2.
Got two.
2.
2. Tied up. Rumble chat, what do you think? Tiebreaker.
2.
All
We
right.
got more 2s.
All right. So I'll start working on cock, and yeah, I don't know. Where's
Start grinding up that cock.
yeah? We'll get on that cock grind. Because it seems like there's a lot of power involved if I can get a cock to work.
Yes.
Adam's gonna work on cock. Cockatrice. Cockatrice.
A doodle doo.
What the fuck? Eula? Who the fuck are you? Eula? What is this, named by a fucking Kickstarter backer? I would assume this would be like an Asian lady, but she's a ginger?
Eula?
There is a human woman here. She's about 30 years old with torn, dirty clothes and foreign facial features. She is surrounded by piles of scavenged shaping equipment. We've got a Slav on her hands. She smiles and starts talking to you, though she can't keep her eyes off your equipment. It is an honor to meet another shaper. Your type fascinates me. Your craft's amazing. I am Yu La, scavenger and trader. Greetings. I am Andres. Yes, a shaper. I wanted Andres. It's like the guy who killed Star Fox's dad, right? Andres.
Darn it, this channel isn't monetized. I can't make clips.
You can. I can make a clip.
The clipping on YouTube live streams is, or I guess YouTube in general, is pretty shitty compared to, like, other platforms.
that placement was reminiscent of the one for Horizon Quest in the Magic the Gathering game. That was so fucking funny. I was so proud of that.
Oh yeah, that was pretty good.
I was playing against.
Also, what's up, Nita?
Yeah, what's up? I was playing against my friend John in Tabletop Simulator, and I made a secret card that just has the Horizon Quest cover, like the Indiegogo ad on it, and then I threw it across the table, and it like magneted into John's deck while he was deciding something, and then he draws his next turn, and he's like, "Oh, okay." And I was like, "What did you draw?" And he was like, "Well, something of immense value." Horizon Quest funding now. And he puts it on the table, and I make it super big.
Oh man, that was great.
That is actually an item in this game. Reaper Thorn batons are a real thing, and Reaper turrets are they're the highest rank of those.
Reaper Book 1, funding now. On Indiegogo. Get your copy. Don't forget.
And don't worry, the Reaper book won't give you like 63 damage a turn. They won't get it when you get the Reaper book. It won't inflict upon you 63 damage per turn, and eat away your action points or something like terrible. That's what it'll do to your enemies. You just throw the Reaper book at them and they'll be destroyed. We showlie our explorers with a bizarre naming scheme. And you are fascinating people we have met. I love
trade with you. That's what it says.
Yeah, is she supposed to be like speaking English, or did he fuck up?
I found secrets here new to you, I think.
Okay, so she is speaking like English. Okay. Where did you come from? We shall live far across what you call the Western Sea. We love to explore and learn and trade. I'm part of an expedition to explore big waters. It did not go good. Yeah. Are you the ones who destroyed my craft and stranded me here? Yes and no. It was not my choice. It was the order of Trajkov. Okay.
Trajkov.
I am going to fucking kill him.
Can you point me in his direction, please?
The beginning of the game starts with the showlife firing a cannon that has like a spear, like a spear firing cannon. Shoots your like sea monster you're traveling on, and then the sea monster shoots one fire breath and sinks their whole boat. It's like, wow, I'm an apprentice.
Oh boy.
Can you teach me your language? I'm sorry, I'm a trader, not a teacher. We brought sages with us. If you find them, talk to them. I work hard to learn your speech. I spend many hours with servile and human. I want to practice with you no more. Tell me about your expedition. Was 3 ships, great sailors and warriors, many learners, many supplies, a famed leader, lots of glory. I came to trade and gather and learn. Started 3 ships, now they are gone, we are trapped here. Tell me about your leader. Yes, Trajkov. I know he is famed, was full of respect and glory, such honor to be choosed by him. He led us well, I thought, until he chose the final destination which Trajkov to leave you. Lost ships and storm made supplies low. We saw this island and we came ashore and found strange shaper magic. Yes, we here to learn. Trajkov soon want more than learn. He want to use. Gets little power. Then we made camp in your big research hall. We went with because
things I want. Then I saw I had to leave. You have to read it like Ed from Ed, Edd and Eddy.
Yeah. Why did you want to leave? We came to learn, to diplomat, that is why we came. But Trajkov, use your canisters. His words turned to power, to empires, to ruling. He acted like you are not a true Shoalhae explorer. So I stay true to me and my oath. What did you want when you came here? To learn. Shapers have such a new magic. You make living things. Yeah, okay, so here's the thing. Anyone who tries to learn shaper magics who's not a shaper gets murdered. So, anyway. My one choice, I left Trajkov, my true exploring start. I met Servile and Shaper, and now you come to me. What have you done since you left Trajkov? I wandered. All the Serviles not in Kazakh. They meet me I use tools and evade rogues. I met other shapers in corner of island. I gather, scavenge, trade, gather all your tools and tricks. I do what I came to do because Trashkov will not. What did you learn? So many things. Your history. How you treat creations, rogues, bits of your secrets. She should be careful. Outsiders learning of the secrets of the Shapers tend to be swiftly killed. She is a QT 3.14, so I may overlook it. What did you gather? Bits of machines, mostly junk. I can learn from junk. You met other Shapers. Yes. Stranded like me. Corner of island. She points to the southeast. You go find them. They will want to meet with you. They have other business with me, but I can't reach them now. What do you think of the Shapers? I learned Shapers are harsh like iron. You use your creations like things. It warps them with fear. Of course, I'm a diplomat. So I say you are just. You are strong. What the strong does is just, because strong. You are right. How Shapers use our creations is just. And don't forget it. I knew you would agree. I see you are strong. The strong are always say what they do is good. If they are not wise, why would they be strong? Not my place to say. Not my place to make mischief. What Shapers do to their creations is not my business. Goddamn right it's not. Still, her hint of discord with Shaper policies does make me think perhaps she should be defenestrated, but of course I buy and sell. All I get makes more knowledge for Sholai. I happily show you most of what I trade. You will sell me most of what you have. Yes, I have many special things. Most I trade happily. Some I want to keep, but will trade to those who do me little favors. What would I have to do to see all of your wares? I do favors when you carry things for me to others, like I meet Shapers for a corner of island. Your points to the southeast. Have deal with them, have debt. You help me with them, I help you. I want to see your wares. 25% plus to creation critical hit chance? That's strong.
Yeah, it's big strong.
2% plus chance, creation chance to evade attacks. 5% rather, I was really 2%. Shaper equipment. So this is all useless stuff except for this, which costs 4,200. You fucking bitch. I don't need anything else. Conversation ends. Please drop back again. I will drop back in.
Alrighty. Already dropping back.
We've done. Met other Shapers. What you learn? What you gather? What do you think of Shapers? Another question. What did I get a quest? She said, if you do something for me.
Yeah. By the way, guys, for those of you who are subscribed on the Subscribe Star, otherwise known as the Fan Club, I just posted the next update for Reaper Book 1. If you'd like to stay completely updated on all of the new chapters I'm posting there as I work on finishing up the book, I've got about like 2-ish more chapters to do. Fairly short chapters, but you know. And then like the ending pages, which is going to include a preview into the next book. So I got that to do. But we're getting closer to being done the book completely, so that's exciting. I like the yes, I do.
Okay. So where the hell did the servant mind tell me I should go? I don't understand what the fuck this guy's talking about. Oh, wait. Right here?
I'm saving those updates from Subscribe Star to read tonight. Well, I do hope you enjoy. It does end on a bit of a cliffhanger, so fair warning, I suppose.
Did he unlock some direction for me to go?
Hey, Cryohazard 69. Woohoo! DuckTales!
You need my assistance. Tell me about the Cockatrice. I will help you. Okay, I knew you would. How could you not take part in such a glorious effort? Okay, the machinery shaped the Cockatrice exists, created and calibrated by Dinet. I only need the final instruction to fully stabilize bodies. Alas, knowledge is still where it was left, etched on steel plates in the main research hall. Bring them to me. Where can I find these instructions? What the fuck are you talking about? Cerberus told me they finally found the tablets in the quarters of the research hall. Am I not in the research hall? Still find them. What will be my reward? Okay, that is all for now. Main research hall. Eula's shop. Ascended hall. Begins there. Okay, so hold on. Is this the main research hall then? Fucking Christ. Is the main research hall like across the island in the corner? Like there's all the way over here there's something. I think the Sholai are over here, by the way.
It's quite a bit far.
Yeah. Mine Swanwick. Okay. These don't open. The main, what does he mean main research hall? Could there be...
Research hall alpha, I don't know.
Main research hall. There's no like quest markers in this game, but...
That is quite unfortunate, yeah.
And the...
Main research. I would assume like the biggest?
There's the creation. It needs to be covered from the research core. First portion of the instructions were found in the quarters there. Okay. Let's do this fight over here, because it seems like this is... Guys, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Yeah, why not? Blast you. Rogue Vlish. Can I pounce him? I can, okay. So this is probably going to be a shit show, but we'll see how it goes.
Love to Draw says, gotta turn in. Night, fellas. Good night, Love to Draw. We'll see you next time.
Yes, indeed. Ah, fuck. Okay. Can I, like, daze all of these guys? Nice! It actually happened.
Nice.
Okay. Move you over here. Fire breath these two. These guys are dazed for how long? 4 turns? Get fucked. Okay. Perfect. Not quite close enough. Got one more movement. Just enough to get you in range. Sweet, sweet. Okay. Blast them. And we got an Artilla. Poison that guy. Oh, fuck. Could be worse. Oh, you got out of your daze. How'd that happen? Try and daze again? Yeah. Missed. Fuck. Missed. There we go. You don't want to AoE. Can you shoot that? Yeah, you can. Okay, nice. It's got a decent amount of resistance. If I could poison him, that would be nice. Okay. Now, who am I healing? nobody's super hurt. Well, except for you. Oh, wait, I can actually spend a little extra essence to undaze you and heal you. Shocking. Don't want to walk him too close because he has that frost aura that'll wake them up from being dazed. I think probably the smartest move is just to try and, like, kill them individually. If they get free, then for sure start dropping fire AoEs, but for now... Perfect. Okay. I suppose now is the time to start fucking them up. Oh, there are 3 back there, okay. Let's see. That hit all 3?
So, chat, any requests for future read-throughs? I hear webtoon read-throughs are in right now, so people want me to go back to reading more random webtoon finds. But I don't really have people that, like, recommend me really good ones. Or I mean, like, good cringe ones. Normally it's just stuff that I find on my own.
I was hoping to make use of the poison status, but... Okay, so I can cure the dazed on that guy, just to kind of ignore the damage on this guy maybe, and heal this guy. You go melee attack this guy, I guess. More likely to get both with the aura then.
Thought you didn't like reading webtoon, or was it DC? It was like torture or something? Lol. Well, I need to do it in, like, waves, I suppose. Some of them are, like, just really boring and sucks the life out of me. The boring bad ones are the worst ones. But, like, if it's funny cringe, then at least I'm entertained.
Steel sword I can put in my junk bag. So I'm not gonna ever, like, swing in melee. Alright, so I killed them.
People who read really cringe webtoons ain't the ones to watch DanFan to begin with. I mean, like, Blacklight Jack was able to put together a whole channel based on just that premise, which he, like, got the idea from me. And then, like, what's the other girl who did the read-throughs with us? God damn it, why can't I remember her name? Well, anyway, this other YouTuber who, like, cameoed in one of our read-throughs also started doing it on her channel, and she blew the fuck up, naturally. I've yet to blow the fuck up, but, you know, maybe one day.
Maybe you need to be, like, meaner. Just be like, what a retard.
Yeah, I don't know. And then there's, like, Chalupa. Chalupa manages to keep everyone's retention by just having a lot of memeage, a lot of, like, ADHD editing, which does work, of course. I don't have nearly as much editing in my read-throughs. I need more, like, missile explosion effects thrown in there every now and then. And maybe an air horn. And then, that's when... yeah, that's when my read-throughs will blow up.
So...
Jack was defeated by the cringe. Well, I think he still does the video uploads on his Patreon. He, like, paywalled them.
In that high demand? Oh, it's people that like don't want. The people are like reporting him, right? So. Yeah.
Hmm.
I get it. All right. Let's see what we got. Let me make a hard save.
I don't know how long Chalupa's been doing his channel for. I guess I didn't really look into it, but I'd like to think that I was the original.
Huh.
Because I did a lot of cringe read-throughs before I noticed other channels blowing up doing them.
This would explain what they've been doing. Splitting thorns. They're fired, loaded. Yeah. So this must be the AoE thorns that the serviles in this area have. Okay, so nothing. This is not the research hall. This is what I wanted to know. I don't.
It's really tough trying to make a channel on just like comic content. Everyone's kind of struggling.
I need to know where the research core is, because this is something that should be explained to me. I just don't understand. I don't actually understand what they're telling me. Like... Okay, so...
But yeah, Adam sent me a whole list of cringe manhwa I can look through.
Yeah, I wanted... my buddy John is busy at the moment, but he wanted to... I was saying that it'd be fun if they did a read through together, because he has like a channel and stuff. I guess we could do a read through those. I want to see your reaction to a lot of those. They're really funny.
Sure. Sketchy Drawer says, well, I hate to admit, but I get more interested in watching stories that have problematic stuff, or they just aren't that quote-unquote good. They can be entertaining by, well, how bad they are. Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, like, that's why I find a lot of them entertaining, and, you know, I find it also informative to explain why they're bad sometimes, which helps. It does actually help people out there who are writing their own stuff to know, like, certain things to avoid doing.
That is something that is worth doing, is looking at stuff that's bad and try to understand why it's bad, because sometimes it can be hard to work the other way, and sometimes it just clears a sort of blockage in your improvement if you can, instead of looking at something good and try to mimic it, look at something bad and try to avoid it. Sometimes both approaches on their own don't serve you super well, because, like, for example, a general thing that would drive someone crazy is like, if you keep on repeating the same word, it feels bad. Writers who avoid repeating the same word too much are bad. So both things are bad, but like, if you just look at bad things and try to avoid it, it's not the greatest. Like, you can repeat a word to good effect, but sometimes it's good to break it up. Like, if you are afraid to say, like, the example I've heard is, if you're afraid to say table, there's going to be a problem, right? It's like, he set his cup down on the table. Then the next sentence is like, he picked his cup up from the wooden surface. Then the next sentence is like, he set his cup back down on the mahogany, right? And then they keep on doing that. It you know.
David Meyer says, there's a ton of channels now that all they do is read the entire comic series in text-to-speech. Well, that sounds pretty lame. Also says, there's only so many times you can explain consent or cradle robbing being wrong, though. Yeah, Webtoon is full of a lot of those things. Elemental MJ saying, such a fine line to write. Spitting facts, though. Spitting facts, yeah.
No, David, you wrote that right, because you wrote or, not and. I don't know where the research core is, but I can only assume it's through the bunker. Maybe? So, I don't know. We'll see. You know what? Hold that thought. Let's make some thought removers, or some battle beta removers. We'll see how this. Yeah, we'll see how this goes. Baron's Bunker.
Zinek says, honestly, the manga reading channels, they are often pretty great. Bad manga read with some dose of humor is better than just reading trash. Fair, fair. I have noticed a lot of manga channels suffering as well, though, as far as, like, YouTube's ultimate decline. A lot of things that are just, like, comic-based or nerd-based type stuff, unless it's a corporation, well, like, even then, I suppose, it just seems to be on the decline as far as views. And people try to compensate with that with just uploading, like, multiple times a day, which is not exactly a fix, it's more of a band-aid, and obviously I'm not going to upload multiple times a day. I just can't. I don't have the ability to. I actually do stuff, you know?
I don't want to be in range of this, actually. Okay, so how much did he take from that? He took, like, almost 100 damage from punching him. So that's, like, a decent...
I wouldn't mind picking up a trash manga and reading it, or doing another Red Flag manga review. I just didn't see much of a reaction from the first time I did it. And manhwa, or webtoons, tend to be funnier than just casual bad manga. Because even bad manga, they usually have an editor that, like, forces them to stick to some sort of formula, so it feels kind of samey to other stuff. But manhwa...
Unhinged?
A little bit unhinged, yeah. It's just kind of all over the place.
You talking about the Fisher thing?
Sure. I mean, I'm talking about a little bit of everything, but, you know. I guess a lot of their isekai stuff is kind of samey. Or the stuff that they actually have, like, a corporation behind creating it, instead of just some guy uploading.
Yeah. By the way, I thought the intro to solo leveling was super strong. Like, in the manhwa. And then the anime, they fuck it up somehow, and I was like... I mean, obviously, like, structurally, the Ant Island kind of has to be brought up at some point, but, like, the way they focused on it, the intro was so insanely boring, I actually have not been able to watch it without clicking through. It's so slow, I don't
that's
even, like...
brutal for a pilot, huh?
I don't know what the fuck... Oh, why is that green now? Why is this green? Yeah. Okay. We need to recover my essence. You know what? Let's be smart. We are
David Myers says solo leveling hits a point where every arc is just the same thing over and over before they give us an end game or goal in the manhwa. Do a review of the manga McDonald's is putting on their takeout bags.
So it seems like 2 hits kills this guy. If I could double his health... No. Yeah, 2 hits basically kills this guy. If I do this... They don't need to evade anything. Does increase health. That does increase health. Okay, what's this cost? This is 16 as is. Oh, wait a second. Oh, it always explodes no matter what. Right. That's increasing the damage. I was thinking I could have a tank that just keeps on blowing up and having the acid blood just destroy them. Such a fine line to write, spitting facts, though. Yeah. So I read that. I forgot to read that before.
I read it before.
Oh, I'm sorry. Just tripping over each other.
Just sewing it out over there.
I got quite the puzzle to solve with this little dungeon. I think I'm just gonna do what I did before. Not to rely on these guys too much, but I'm gonna go ahead and rely on them too much. They're so efficient for destroying Thods, and it does kind of just like this. It's just effective. Hard for me not to just take the option when it's there. Let me go over here. You walk over here.
Yeah, David says, "Don't worry about the ants in the anime. They dropped the subject and don't head to the island in this season."
What the fuck? That's so stupid.
Yeah.
It bored the shit out of me. I could not even, like, I was going into it assuming that it was good because I'd already read, like, all the chapters, and the ant section in the intro is so fucking boring. Maybe I just don't like horror enough for what they were going for, but fuck. I don't know how you fucked that up so hard.
Yeah, it's a shame. If the original intro was, like, much better, and then they decided to do something completely different for it.
Yeah, the original intro is, like, actually a little similar to what we did in Horizon Quest. A little bit.
Oh, yeah?
He's a shitty adventurer. Nice. He's a shitty adventurer, and the dungeon difficulty is like, or no, to go into a dungeon you need X number of people. So they have him join, knowing that he's trash, but assuming that they need someone to carry stuff or something. He joins as like a porter, and he's like very bad. And then 30 experience. This is just for like killing these like melee guys. This just feels so optimal.
Yeah, but
The cryodrakes do fuck it up though, don't they? Because these guys having these ranged attacks does not... yeah. Yeah, these guys stop me from being able to kill them all. once the alarm has been raised. So I can't rely on them being super stupid and just sacrificing all their thoughts.
Yeah, you know, maybe in the Gilded server we should just make a section called Force Stan Fan to read this, and then you guys can just post links into that section of super fucking weird webtoons or manhwa that you find on the internet.
Yeah.
And then I'll make a video of it.
Well, I'll do a read through of stupid manhwa with you if you want. I mean, I have that list I made for you and John to do. You can just do that.
Yeah, me and John can also do that.
This is true.
If he's still up for it, of course.
I'm sure he is, but he is a busy man.
Of course, yeah. Busy for all of us. I still have a comic to finish. But read-throughs aren't that time-consuming. It's more so, most of the time actually is just editing it and trying to make it entertaining. Especially that shitty Static Shock comic. My god. So much fucking nothing happening.
Let's see. Why don't I try a cockatrice, right?
Try a cock.
Try some cock.
Yeah.
Driving mad any nearby enemies. I don't know what any of this shit does, but let's just fucking lock and cock and roll, huh? Make a max level cockatrice. Control level very poor.
Oh no.
We'll send him in, and I'll get the fuck out of here. And we'll see how this goes. Okay. It's a cone attack, sure. I don't know if I want to get... Oh, is it submission batons that kill your AP? It would probably stun you now in this new version of the game. Does it tell me their range if I look at them? No, I guess not. It would be important information to know, though. I don't think I want to be running over to this thorn baton or thorn turret and try to kill it, but maybe if I can bait them into attacking my...
Sketchy Drawer says, a YouTuber I watch reads and criticizes people's comics webtoons sometimes and gives advice too, even pointing out to stop tracing or copying others. Lol. Oh yeah, well that's pretty basic advice. But you know, by that even people who are subscribers. Yeah, I'd be really nervous to, I mean, people used to submit comics to me to do reviews of, and some of that shit is pretty brutal. Gotta be honest with you. Like, most of it is just really boring and generic, but every now and then people will submit something that is just like crown drawings, and it's not funny, and it's not fun, and like, how am I supposed to take this seriously, you know? Am I supposed to make fun of you online? Is that what you want? This is not going to work out for either of us. So at some point I stopped accepting people submitting their comic to be reviewed by me.
Yeah. Nice cock, Adam.
Yeah,
Thanks.
nice cock. Damn, I see. Well, you know, not that people wouldn't be entertained by me roasting somebody's crown drawings. I feel mean doing it.
Oh, they regenerate back up. Look at that.
And then, like, the boring comics are just that. They're just boring.
Can I actually just skate around this guy's, like, range? I think I kind of can. Oh. Let's go here. And let's...
Or Honeydew says, now you guys are accepting comics to publish. Odd. We got crayon drawings in the submissions page there, too.
Okay. No progress made. That last attack. Maybe I should just hammer in there with volatile thoughts. Oh fuck! I didn't actually go heal. Because I don't actually know where the Cockatrice research is. I'm assuming it's deeper beyond the Baron's bunker, but they don't tell you where the research core is. I guess the Ouroboros is like trapped halfway in.
Sketchy Drawer asking, do you sometimes just force yourself to finish a page even when you're not in the mood? Are you talking about drawing or writing? Drawing, definitely, because it's more of like a muscle memory sometimes. Just like doing the work. You know how to do everything and you just gotta do it to get it done. And usually I'm going by a sketch that I already sketched beforehand. So I know where all the lines go and how to shade it and everything. Just a matter of getting it done. Writing, it's a little bit more difficult to force it. Because, yeah, I can force it, but I'm not really happy with, if you're not inspired, then nothing really turns out well written or anything.
Let's see how this goes. Guys, stop being retarded, please. Okay. Get you the fuck out of here. So over here. Over here. Over here. Over here. Over here. Get out of here. Just keep on running. Yeah, we'll move in like that. Oh, you move over here. Move. I don't know. Yeah, sure. Move over here.
Just a time check. It's almost midnight.
Right.
I just like to inform. Are you running?
Yeah, that is the dog wagging his tail and running
Thump,
in his
thump.
sleep. In case you are curious.
I love the wagging of the tail in the sleep.
It's pretty cute.
Lets me know that he's at least having a happy dream.
Nice. Nice. Okay, so we have made progress over there. We've killed the Reaper baton. Speaking of Reaper.
Ho ho!
Ho ho!
Reaper
That's
won.
the name of the.
Funding now on Indiegogo. Go back it if you
Ooh.
haven't already. Get your book.
Okay.
Fun stuff.
Yes. It's Trisha's dark fantasy comic she's working on. And it is good intro.
Good reading. Yeah.
So I don't know where the battle was, but I'll just enter, I guess. Let's maybe move you over here and then like here. Okay. Terrified. Sort of convenient, sort of inconvenient. You maybe poison this guy. Punch this guy? Now you have a very important job. If you can do it, that would be great. Poison spray. Can we get all of you poisoned? No. Oh, he got poisoned. Wow, that's surprising. What do I do with you? I want to make sure you don't explode with the other one. Oh, he did anyway. are you gonna die from your poison is like really the question, right? This is not gonna be enough, but
Sketchy Jar asking, are you going to do a romance comic at one point? And is there some romance in Reaper? Funny you should ask. Funny that you should ask. On the side, I was brewing up a romance. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like I'm able to do these long-form comics nearly as quick as I'd like to. So I don't know when that one is actually gonna come out, especially since I have to also do work for Sonic City Witch this year and get that out of the way. But there is romance in Reaper. Not in book 1 exactly, but once you get deeper into the series and, you know, Ichabod is going on an adventure throughout the series and gets new party members. So one of them is in fact a girl, and he is in fact a boy. Can I make it any more obvious? So yes, yeah, there will be a romance later on down the line. Sketchy Jar says, I like to act tough, but I low-key like some romance here and there. Yeah, I love my romance.
oh fuck. Oh, that worked out. Okay, so one battle beta, one beta, or 2 betas down, 1 beta to go, I think. This is a tragedy. I don't think this is. I don't think this guy is going to get his chance to get punched in the face. His whole purpose is to be punched in the face, and I don't think it's going to happen for him. Can I get you? And then maybe you decide to come over here and...
Sinek says, a grill in my fantasy story? Outrageous. Imagine that. I mean, like I said, we do have to start introducing some big titty bitches into Reaper.
Yeah, there's no chance. Alright. Go get my essence back. Maybe put together a new, more competent army. Yeah, I am. Oh yeah, anyway, the solo leveling, how it opens is he's like a low level, not that great adventurer. And it's like a modern day, there's portals open up and you can do, those are dungeons and you get magic stuff and whatever. So he's like very weak, but he makes his money by just like picking up stuff for like stronger adventurers, and then he, you know, and then they go and he's in a dungeon that is supposed to be much easier and then turns out to be much harder. So I suppose in that way it's kind of similar to how opened up Horizon Quest, but
right.
Yeah, so then the dungeon has it's a double dungeon. There's a second dungeon within the dungeon, and then they're like, should we go and do the double dungeon? They're like, we're way understaffed, and they're like, yeah, but the rewards will make us all millionaires. Yeah, he is the bag boy, essentially. like David says. And then, yeah. And then they go into the double dungeon, and then everyone gets like slaughtered. Or not everybody. I think like this girl survives that seems like it's gonna be his love interest, and it does not happen. They give him a new one later.
Huh.
I don't know.
Interesting.
It was real weird. The writer's ability to do romance is total trash, but he can draw, or whoever the artist is, can draw some QT 3.14s, so...
Holy shit.
Holy shit. So then he gets super duper powers from the the double dungeon, and they have these very scary statues with very scary evil grins.
Grims. Like Grim Reaper. Like Reaper, book 1, finding on Indiegogo.
Grin, like Grim. Okay, well. Yeah. I don't know, should we call it there, or should I keep on delving into this dungeon, throwing my creations at it until it will die?
I don't know. It's 12:05 a.m. We could just chill out for the rest of the stream. I assume that you'll want to eat sometime soon.
Can I see his resistances? Do they have, like, if he's a Cryoa, should he have, like, cryo resistance? Maybe? So, yeah, with the melee guys, the volatile thoughts, they put out some fucking damage. But the cryo drakes require a much more balanced approach. These guys applying poison is quite nice for like 7 essence. I can manage to like put out a decent amount of damage. These guys are good too, and I can make them, but I would have to have my stats distributed differently. Cockatrice doesn't seem like it's super essence efficient. 20 essence is crazy high. Although my total essence is like 100, so I could put out like 3 of them, 4 of them, maybe. None of these auras procced, so probably a waste. Petrifying Touch, stunned for 1 turn. Dazed for 1 turn. Huh. I didn't realize they had that. So maybe their cone attack isn't what they're good for. So can I stun lock with Cockatrices? Oops. Is this the key? Get more cock than them?
David Meyer says, it didn't work, Dan Fan. You'll have to start yawning to get results. Yeah, I gotta spread my contagion.
You fiend. If I could haste, that would be really nice, because then they'd... Oh wait, maybe they don't move faster with haste anymore. It used to be a thing, but I think it might just, like, give you a higher percentage chance of, like, attacking twice. Alright, let's see.
Once we fix my PC, I'll start playing for you guys.
Playing more interesting games? Is that the implication here? Don't like isometric RPGs?
We can start playing Remnant 2. That's pretty fun. Co-op.
I'm excited for this because, oh, right, there's no turret there anymore, so I don't have to worry about keeping safe.
I guess we can also play Switch games, but, you know.
Okay. There's another guy. Okay. Can I reach him? I cannot. Can I scooch slightly closer without getting in trouble?
It's a lot of cocks.
A lot of cocks. Ooh! They took the bait. Get further away. Get pecked. Now, did you get any conditions? You got no conditions.
Picking cack.
Resist stunned. What's your stun resist? Stun 50% and mental 50%. I think that's both of the effects are both stun or mental. Stun resist is daze resist.
Well, fucky wucky, huh?
Gawk. Okay, they're doing single target. Cleave. What a fucking nightmare of an ability. Gawk. Stunned, dazed. Alright, so he's finally stunned and dazed. Gawk. Nonsense. Gawk. Missed. Fuck.
Cockatrice.
Oh, they're charmed? What's gonna happen now? Alright. Are you letting Oh, I have to wait until all my creations are... Perfect. Okay. A failed attempt. We tried to overwhelm him with cockatrices. Did not work. I think, it's interesting. Now that creations are, like, sort of not super irreplaceable, now that they're expendable, I can, there's a lot of things I could try, actually. I mean, like, there's so many combinations I could use. It really opens up the game now that I don't have to worry about them dying. Super interesting. I mean, I could... My normal layout is 3 Fioras with a cone fire, and then 1 Cryoa, but... And then I was adding an Artilla to that, because extra poison on, like, something tankier seemed good. Yeah, anyway.
Yeah.
I could go... I could do more Cryoas and try to keep them still and get some poison on everybody. I mean, throwing in these guys, this is really how you kill the battle alphas, because it seems like they reflect a certain amount of damage with their acid blood, so... In any case... That's that, I suppose. So, thank you guys for watching my boring-ass isometric RPG. I love it very dearly, and on the 27th, the sequel comes out. The second game's remake is coming out, and I'm really excited for it now. When I first played this, I wasn't really. I would have been if I realized that Creations didn't like. I wasn't super, like, one more ad for the road. Of course.
Reaper Book 1 funding now on Indiegogo.
Well, I think it's neat. I'm glad.
Yeah, I mean, we got 11 people watching, so...
Woo! We do?
That's something.
That is a lot of people. Plus 2 on Minds, or not Minds, on Rumble, one of which is me.
Whoa. I guess, like, one of those is you too, so it's really more like 10 people. 11 altogether.
Woo!
Woo!
I really do appreciate you guys hanging out. Thanks for the ad campaign hidden under this playthrough. That literally is just part of the game. Those are Reaper batons.
Oh,
Or
yeah.
Reaper Reaper turrets. I didn't expect to see a Reaper turret because that's the highest level damage that those things do. So it's kind of funny. I think maybe submission turrets are worse because... Although I don't know how they work now. It used to be you have 8 AP, 5 AP to attack, 3 to use an item, and everything else is like movement, kind of.
Good night, Never.
Good night. And a submission turret would do damage to your AP. It would reduce it by like some random amount. And you could get shot by a submission turret and it do like not a lot of damage, but remove all your AP. And then they just stun lock you forever and just submission you to death. You can escape from it. Like, there's, you always have a chance of not losing the AP, but like, it limits your options with your characters. Like, you don't know how many actions you'll have when it comes time to use each guy, so you can't plan too many turns ahead when dealing with that stuff like that. Also, Glax, or Glocks, however you want. Yeah, the things that they walk on their hands and they attack with their tail is so stupid, but they deal AP damage too. So those are a thing. So those can like stun like the shit out of something really strong, or you if there's like too many glacks. I was finishing up the second game, the original second game, a while ago, and I like was super confident walking around like the Shaper facility, and then I found my way into a glack like breeding pen or something, and then like 4 of them were like stun locking me to death. So
brutal.
I lived, but if I was a different character, probably not, because that's the game where you have riposte and whatever, so you can, when someone melee attacks you, you have a decent chance of like hitting them back. Okay, serious question. Who is the knight who got stabbed with a dagger fighting a bridge 500 meters away in the promo pic? So if you look at the picture, it's a knight who is like cradling a
woman who has been stabbed.
Who's been stabbed, yeah.
Yes. And then the mage at the front of the party is destroying the bridges that lead to the castle.
Yeah.
Because the idea is that they retreated from there, and what is there is so fearful that they don't want anyone else to go there. Ooh, spooky. You know how you can learn more about it? Reading Reaper Book 1, which is now funding on Indiegogo.
So how did the women get stabbed by the bridge?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We have a comedian.
Yeah. Also, it's a Glock breeding pen, Marshall. Yeah. There's some area in the first game that I never beat, because every second you're in it, it deals damage to a whole party, and I couldn't out heal it. But I bet if I got the mass heal, I would be able to if I just had enough essence. Also, it was mostly a problem because my creations would die and they have experience vested in them. So now with this new playthrough, I could probably just go turn by turn healing myself alone. Although I'd want creations probably to fight in there. So I could minimize down to a bunch of strong creations, and hopefully if I got a mass heal I could do that area. So that could be really interesting for me anyway, to see what's in there. Because I never beat it as a kid. Or as an adult when I replayed it. And I don't know where that save file is, so. Oh.
Cool.
But anyway. Because sometimes save files don't get backed up if they're in a weird place.
Yeah.
And I definitely went through a couple laptops there. So. Anyway. Trisha's computer problem might not be anything super serious. It might just be because it's too close to the wall on the other side, because there are side vents. I didn't realize, but one side is all glass, but the other side does have side vents, the one that's facing towards the wall. So if we move it over further, it could have been an overheating problem. If it is an overheating problem, there's limited things you can do.
Well, one time it shut off and it wasn't even that hot, so I don't even know.
This is true. Yeah. So, the plan is to get a new power supply. Power supplies used to be super cheap. I don't know what happened. Looking at you, Biden. But now they're it was $87 for the nice power supply. Not that long ago, they were it was $40 for a really good power supply. Fuck is going on, but whatever. It's fine. Yeah. So, you know what the worst thing is? Biden's name is too close to a Bident, which is a cool weapon. It's a trident, but just 2 points. That's like the Neon Genesis Evangelion spear. That's a Bident.
Yeah, Bidenomics.
Trispeci. Okay, that's what it's called. I was trying to remember what the thing you... Oh no, I have to figure out if I'm even buying a better power supply, because Trisha got an expensive computer, so if she already has a 650 watt power supply in there, there's no point in me
Yeah, I have no idea.
Yeah. So, but if I could tell what power supply is in there, it would be great, but the case has it in a box, so I can't see it from the display window. So I don't want to take it apart and look, because taking apart computers is a pain in the ass. But
yeah, naturally.
There's diagnostic programs and stuff. I wonder if there's onboard diagnostic programs. everything is like double these days. They're all made in China. I don't know how many computer parts are made in China. There's like other countries that make
In Taiwan.
shit tons of computer parts. Yeah, Taiwan makes all like motherboards and stuff. I want to say Korea makes a lot of electronics actually. Reinstall Windows. All right. Trisha's got some super cancer like configuration for however Windows was installed. Like my brother's trying to install the printer, and then they were like, we're gonna have to send you a confirmation on your phone to hook up a new printer. It's like,
why?
Absolutely fucking.
Yeah, it's so stupid.
If it blue screens, yes, they're onboard diagnostics. No, the whole computer shuts off, so it probably is the power supply.
Yeah, it just turns off completely.
I just want to make sure I'm buying a better power supply since it costs $87. I just don't want to like buy the same power supply, open up the computer to swap out the power supply, and then be like, God fucking.
Just the same problem again. Sleep time. Thanks for the stream.
Thanks for the company, buddy.
Yeah, good night, Zinnick.
Yeah. So please turn on your Bluetooth to hook something up to Wi-Fi.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah. GoFundMe Dan for a new PC. I don't need an entirely new PC. Yeah. It's just one tiny problem.
Yeah, if it wasn't for streaming, it would be fine. Every time it crashes, a report is generated, but I don't think it's crashing.
It's not crashing. It's just shutting off.
I'm not looking for like even why, because I kind of can assume. I think Specky is the one. There's some program that's like free that everybody trusts that you can use to just check what parts are plugged into the motherboard. And I'm pretty sure a power supply gives some kind of information besides just electricity. So I don't know. I mean, it's not a huge deal if I have to just open up the side and stuff, but it just takes a bunch of time and patience to like start cracking into a computer. So
yeah.
Because I'm just like not a super technical person. I like writing books, writing stuff. Also, work like, I don't know. This isn't like a super great excuse, but like the basement is getting like a sump pump, so there's like giant pits being dug in the basement. So like my 3D printer that was printing all the Sidharths. Tells you the temperature and model numbers of different parts of PC, but yeah.
It's good.
Good. I hope it tells you what power supply you have, because I know that's not super similar to like graphics card and stuff, but if it doesn't know what the power supply is, then I suppose that means there's a problem with the power supply, but
I suppose so.
In any case, yeah, thanks for hanging out, guys.
Yeah.
A good night to Rumble and a good night to YouTube. You guys.
Yes. Go enjoy the latest update of Reaper Sketchy Drawer and tell me what you think. Till next time, everybody.
Yeah. Catch you.